Hey, Brad Harmon here. Welcome back to the channel. Just want to do a little recap video for you guys for the BFL Choo-Choo Division Tournament on Lake Guntersville. Took 3 days off to pre-fish for that tournament. It was so-so practice. Didn't have a great practice, but thought I found something to. I knew it wasn't on anything to win, but maybe a big fish here or there, I'd have a chance at it anyways. I felt like I was on a good 15 to 17 pound bag. About all I could find, really. Just solid 3 and 3.5 pound keepers. Searched around, and then just kind of stuck with it. Took off, went to the first spot. Really expected to have a lot of company. It was kind of a community hole. Really wasn't that bad. There was 7 or 8 boats in the area, but it wasn't bad at all. Caught one keeper, just solid. It was like 2.8, I think, right off the bat. Thought, okay, here we go. We're gonna have a decent day. And nothing. The eelgrass kind of blew in on top of it. Couldn't really fish it good. Went shallow up in the lily pad stems, throwing a bladed jig anyways, ChooChooLures bladed jig. And ended up catching one out of the pads, or out of the stems anyways, to give me 2. That kind of sucked me in to stay around a little bit longer than I should have. Just kept thinking, okay, they've moved shallow, because did have some good warm weather throughout the week. But didn't happen. Stayed there till in that area anyways, bounced around just a little bit, upper and lower ends of it stuff, till roughly 12:30, 1 o'clock our time, Eastern time. And you can, I had the live video going, so not going to do a video for the tournament just because the live was going, and that's posted, and you can go back and watch all of it if you want to see the fish catches or locations or anything like that. I try not to hide anything. It is what it is. Guntersville's popular. Everybody knows everything down there, so really no secrets. About 1 o'clock, I finally pulled the plug and run way upriver, fished some stuff that I didn't even fish during practice. Running history, rolled in, caught a keeper right off the bat, caught a couple of shorts, made a couple of moves, and then finally started catching some keepers about where they should have been, in the grass. Found good milfoil and hydrilla, and ended up culling twice, I think, before the day was out. Caught a few more short fish. And up there, everything was on bladed jig anyways. There again, it's ChooChooLures. And I was alternating back and forth between the green pumpkin and the Rayburn red that they have. And when it got dark, or the water was kind of stained in a couple of areas, I was throwing the Rayburn red color. When it was decent light and sun was shining, the water in a couple areas there was cleaned up, and I'd throw the green pumpkin, and caught fish on both of them. My co-angler struggled. I don't know, he was throwing the same stuff pretty much all day, back and forth. And even in that same area, he just wasn't getting bit. I gave him one of my bladed jigs, and still didn't help. I caught a couple on the same color, same bait, same everything. And it was getting late, clouded up. We was about time to go. We had 10 or 15 minutes left, and he finally caught his keeper. I think it weighed 213. It was, so a good 2 3/4 pound fish for him. And that finished the day up. We caught fish right up until it had to go, and if we'd have been a later boat or whatever, we might could have done a little better. Bigger fish, my 2 bigger ones, come there toward the end. So you know, it is what it is. Had a good tournament, had a limit, which is my main goal for the season in the BFLs, is to, you know, first catch a limit every tournament and then go from there. Trying to make, you know, top 45 in the points, make the regional. Finished 94th out of 207 boats. You know, that's decent, but it's not where you need to be. Way out of the money. They paid 41 places. You know, but hey, I'll take it and go on to the next one. Our next BFL is March the 7th, and then the rescheduled tournament that they canceled in January is March the 8th. So it's back-to-back, Saturday and Sunday, March 7th, March 8th. We'll be live for both of those. So tune in and watch the live. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us and all that good stuff. And, you know, we got over 3,000 views on the live already. So, hey, thank you. You know, we're trying to grow the channel, trying to monetize. You know, we're not looking to make a bunch of money, just looking to have a little fun and pay some bills, all we're after. You know, still need some subscribers to do that. So if you're watching, please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, whatever we need to do to help grow the channel. Share it, you know, if you like what you see. Invite people to come and watch us. We're just fishing and having fun. That's about all we're doing. We appreciate you tuning in, and look forward to making some more videos, and hope you tag along and watch with us. Thank you.